So, to continue my story from yesterday, I think I left off where I was across the road near Medina Lake in Texas. But anyway, when I said I hung up on the girl, I was trying to help get my car out of the middle of the road. And she was just asking questions. I keep talking to my body. And anyway, that's the way I hung up. Anyway, by this time, they must have called back and told the other girl that was still at the lake what had happened, and she asked the manager there, the camp manager, to come and help. So the lady with the strap, it didn't work, it came loose. So by this time, two or three other guys had come and helped me get straightened out and pull my car to the top of the hill. But I had tried myself back and forth to get straightened up. I couldn't. And I think it was because I had bad tires. So, by then, we all headed out from there. From Medina Lake, we were going to go to Stockton, Texas. When we got to Stockton, that's when we split up again. The three went to Carlsbad Canyon, and the other one went across Interstate 10 to Benson, Arizona. So, when we got to Carlsbad Caverns, the other girl had something tore up on her RV. I think it was her pull to her black tank or something, so she had to stop, go into town and get that fixed. And then the other girl's hitch had torn up, or somewhere she was pulling the car. So we had to wait on her. She had to call somebody to come help her. We had to wait on her too. So when we got into Carlsbad, we met at a Kmart there. And that's when the other girl wanted to go to Roswell. And me and L, I'll just say L and P. Me and L, oh, sorry about that. So the other girl went to Roswell, the alien place, and the other girl stayed at the Walmart. That's when we got our mirror knocked off and her car scratched. But then the next morning, the girl from Roswell called and was mad at us because we didn't come up there. We didn't want to see Roswell. So we just told her we were going to go on across from where we were at. So we went across, and I think we spent a night at a Kmart in El Paso too before we went on to Benson. But meanwhile, the other girl, I had a time turning my rig around sometimes and go the wrong directions and whatever, but she got ahead of me. She didn't wait on me. She went right on and did not slow down until she got to Benson. So that kind of irked me, but not that she did it. But I'm pretty well get along with myself. So when I got to Benson, I just went to the Kmart. I saw they didn't want any overnight parking there because there was an RV park right across from that. So that's when I went to Love's and stayed for a while and trying to patch my mirror back on and stuff. So after a couple of days, I went to the park, and then I headed out by myself because I didn't want to continue to stay there, and it's expensive. Plus, I get bored when I sit too long like that. So anyway, I headed west, and I did stop in Tucson, and I don't know what I got, a battery or my tires. I got new tires. I think that's what I did. I got 2 new tires for my car because of the sliding down the hill. So I stopped at Ela Bend, and I stayed there. It was a Shell gas station with an RV park on the side. It was just gravel with hookups. Wasn't nothing to see, but It was only $8 with my American passport or Passport America. So I stayed there 2 nights, and but this time it was starting to get warm down south here. So I took off and headed north to Flagstaff. I think I even stayed in Flagstaff. I think actually that's where I met the girls. They were afraid to come there, and I said, well, I've been here in Flagstaff at the Walmart, and nobody said anything to me. So they came up, and by this time there was only 3 of us. The other girl had headed back when we stopped in Benson. And then we went to Williams, and me and the one girl went out walking around looking on the town. The other girl didn't want to. So we stopped at this place and had a beer. It was like a redneck bar. I guess you could call it a redneck bar. And we walked around a while, and she saw this horse and buggy, so she wanted to take a ride. So we took a ride back to our campground on the horse and buggy. So the next day they were going to go to Grand Canyon, which I didn't go. And the one girl got up in the morning, the one girl was mad at me and took off to Colorado, and me and the other girl went to Winslow. I had said I headed east from Winslow, but I didn't. The other girl did. I went back a different route. I was going back down to Phoenix to meet my friend I had down there. But I took this road, and it looked like a well-traveled road, but I wasn't meeting any cars coming past me at a certain point. And the road kept getting worse and worse, holes and potholes and narrow and narrow. And I went so far I thought, I gotta turn around. This road is getting worse the whole time. So that is when I turned around in the middle of the road, and the road was so narrow. When I was turning, I bent my sway bar hitch. That's pretty bad. But anyway, I turned around, went back the other way, and finally found a road that I could travel back down to Phoenix. So, and it was a hilly back road too, but I can't remember what route it was right now. But I finally made it down to Phoenix. I actually think I made it past Phoenix. I'm not for sure where I turned up at, but I eventually got to Phoenix. And down there, but this time it was hot. And of course, it was too hot in the Kmart, so I tried to go a little bit farther north, and I think I did. And I went back the next day to see my friend, and I stayed with her 2 nights in the house. My camper was parked out the road, on the roadway. And so we were going to go camping, and we went out to Wickenburg, and I found a place to camp, and we stayed there maybe 10 minutes. 10 minutes, she kept saying. I forgot my eye solution. I forgot my toothpaste. I said, and then she asked, could we go to a hotel? And I said, I'm taking you home. So I took her home, and that's when I headed out. Going to go to Ohio. I went by Globe up that route, and it was there were so many mountains. My car actually pulled it without any problem. So that was just a fluke hit, not going up that little hill. But anyway, I had no problem getting up the mountains, around the mountains and stuff there. And I ended up at my sister's house, and that's where I stayed in her backyard for 2 weeks. Anyway, that's part of my story, and I'll continue with this. It's an ongoing saga, but I might put some other stuff in between. So thank you all for watching, and I appreciate all of you guys for watching my videos, and I hope you subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.